A couple months ago, we had assisted in the launch of the most anticipated NFT project of 2023. The project was called Overworld and ended up raising millions of dollars on their NFT mint and have a floor price that currently sits a little bit over 1 Ethereum. And there was one thing that stood out during the launch of Overworld. As people were starting to pay attention of the project, as people were starting to explore the ecosystem that could become Overworld, what mainly stood out in the content that people were writing about Overworld was not the ecosystem, was not the grand promise that Overworld was aiming to build. What people were mainly writing about was the founder of the project, Jeremy Horn. If you don't know, Jeremy Horn is an incredibly successful individual, even beyond Web3. He used to be part of Ubisoft. He's overseen the development of some of the biggest game names that you might be familiar with. And after Ubisoft ended up joining this gaming studio called Jam City, which ended up generating over $100 million in growth revenue, exited that and is currently building Exerio and Overworld. And what this made me realize is that in 2024, moving forward, the criteria that people look for when looking to invest into NFT projects has completely changed. Back during the bull market, you could come in with a grand promise, with a somewhat good-looking project with a nice branding, and all of a sudden people were going to give you benefit of the doubt and invest in you. However, fast forward a couple of years, now the market has evolved a lot beyond empty promises. And because the market has been burnt quite a lot of times and have been over-promised and under-delivered, what people started to look for in projects has become less about the actual project and more about the team that is behind the project. And when you are to look at most of the notable drops that have happened in the NFT space this year, 2024, you're going to notice that there is one similarity. These are all projects that are launched by trusted and established teams that have the track record and have proof of ability to deliver. These people either have a rich wealth of experience having built things worthy in the Web2 space, or they come into the Web3 space with third-party approval from a brand that is trusted and highly respected. I can name you a few projects that we've worked with, whether it was Persona, who also recently raised $5 million of their NFT mint, which we helped assist on the marketing front as well. They came in and two things that stood out. Number one, ex-Ubisoft people. They used to also build gaming studio. They were also behind building some of the bigger titles like Tom Clancy. And number two, the backing that they have from Binance Labs. Play Amber is another project that we've assisted on the Twitter Spaces front. And Play Amber is an incredibly successful Web2 app development studio. They have a handful of applications already live on the App Store, many of whom are top-rated apps and are now building in the Web3 space. All that to say, ladies and gentlemen, today, for you to succeed in the NFT space, you can no longer come in as an individual with grand promises, with a half-baked utility, and expect to succeed at the level that you aim to. And by the way, if this is the first time we meet, my name is Leon Aboud, and I make these videos to help democratize Web3 marketing information. Everything I share with you is based on my personal experience, having helped and assisted over 100 Web3 teams and having assisted in generating over $20 million in mint funds in only the last couple month. With me, there is no paywall gated information where it's like, here's some value, but if you want the real value, all you need to do is pay to get access. No, everything I publish here is everything you need to know for you to have a successful launch of your NFT project based on my experience and my expertise. And before I start writing on the board behind me, there is something important that I need to mention. The videos I make are for founders that come into the NFT space with a long-term vision of building long-term products with long-term communities. A lot of the concepts and the strategies that I share are built on fundamental marketing principles that oftentimes take a lot of time to execute and build upon. If you want to come in and try to launch a quick pump and dump NFT project or token, this is not the type of content that I create, and this is not the type of knowledge you can expect to learn from here. But if you are here to build something long-term, then stick with me, because I'm about to show you in a second how is it that you can position yourself as an NFT founder worthy of people's attention. As we've understood from the example of Overworld, the way for us to succeed in today's market is for us to become an expert thought leader in a specific niche. People have stopped investing in ideas. Instead, they invest in founders that they believe have the capacity to turn that idea into an execution. And this is where I want to share with you what I call the 3 niche theory. And this theory right here is something I learned from my Web2 marketing days, which says that fundamentally, there exists only 3 types of niches that we can come in and help solve problems in. These 3 niches are health, wealth, and relationships. And every niche that ever exists out there is nothing but a sub-niche that is part of these 3 bigger niche categories. One example you've probably heard about is the different type of problems that people are trying to solve when buying a car. When you buy a Volvo, for example, my father has always been more of the conservative type. He's always been risk averse, more on the safe side. No wonder that for him, his vehicle of choice has been a Volvo. His priority when buying a car is him solving his health problem, feeling safe in a vehicle. When someone buys or invests into a BMW or Mercedes, oftentimes what they are trying to solve is a relationship problem. They're either trying to impress someone or they are trying to attract someone into their life. Or if, for example, you are buying an electric car because all of a sudden electricity in your local area is cheap, so you can save money, all of a sudden you are solving a wealth problem. You're trying to make your cost of living a lot cheaper. So you can see how all of a sudden the same vehicle, the same product, solves different problems. Most of us here in the Web3 space, the natural problem that we are solving is health. We are all here to build businesses, to make money, or we are building products and services that are going to help our target customer make money. And under health, there are so many vehicles, I call them. You can either build wealth through investing, you could build wealth through saving, you could build wealth by starting a business. And even under investing, all of a sudden, if we are to fractionalize things, this is where you have people that teach you how to invest using the S&P 500. All of a sudden here, you can build wealth through investing into the crypto space. So through that lens, all of a sudden, you get the ability to understand how fractionalizing different niches allow you to clearly identify how is it that you are going to position yourself as an expert and as a thought leader within a specific niche. For example, I myself am going through the same transformation that you are trying to accomplish. The way I help founders is I help them build businesses. If you're trying to launch an NFT project, this is a business. I help them do this in the NFT space. How do I do this? By teaching you marketing. So I have gone not 1, not 2, but 3 layers deep. And this is how I have been able to position myself as an expert thought leader and build a business that is growing and thriving. Another example of this is I could very easily be scrap marketing. I'm going to teach you how to do dev work. So I'm going to teach you how to build a business in the NFT space by building smart contracts or auditing smart contracts or all the dev work that is needed for you to successfully launch a project. Someone else could come in and help you understand the laws implicated with launching a project, help you incorporate your NFT business, helping you structure it in a way that is legal and effective. All of a sudden, someone else could come in and fill this sub-niche that exists under these 3 niches. So for you, the goal, if we are to be taken seriously in the NFT space, is to position ourselves as expert thought leaders in our specific industry. Or else people are not gonna pay attention to us and we will not have all the chances that we need to succeed. I'll give you one very simple example. A couple weeks ago, I was speaking with this Web3 team. They were building an NFT marketplace. And they came in and were like, yeah, we have an NFT marketplace and we want to compete with OpenSea and Magic Eden. I look at them and I'm like, oh, you really, are you sure you want to compete with OpenSea, Magic Eden, Blur, and all these other very well-funded, very well-established NFT marketplaces? And you come in with a product that is not that much better, not that different, and you are nobody, you have no social presence. So I tell them, what if you were to first start by sub-positioning yourself in that niche? What if you became an NFT marketplace for Polygon NFTs about art? It's like, yes, it's a small market, but it is a growing market. And it's only a matter of time until this market starts having millions of dollars of volume on a monthly basis, because NFT as an industry is growing. So with rising tides, all boats go up with it. It's a matter of time, if you position yourself correctly, that you will become the go-to marketplace for art pieces on Polygon. So if I were to start a marketplace, this is how I would position myself. Position yourself, dominate a certain market, and then expand from there. Something I am going to tell you. There is so many opportunities in the NFT space. Opportunities that you can position yourself in this space are endless. Number one, because there are so many undertapped niches that already exist. And number two, is there are so many new emerging niches that are popping up every single day. Let's say I were to create NFT marketing content. There is no one on the internet that I know of that is creating a quality content that could potentially offer free value, just like I am, and then have a business in the back end. It's like, hey, if you need us to help you set up your business, your local jurisdiction, get in touch with us. No one's doing that. Because Web3 is such a nascent industry, it is such in its infancy, there are so many pockets of niches that are not even filled yet. And yes, this might not be a multi-million-dollar business a year, but it will eventually become. And you will only get there by positioning yourself early. Another example is, as we speak, in the investing section, in only the last 2 weeks, we have seen 2 new blockchains gain popularity. So if we are to look, you invest in the crypto space, here you can do like Ethereum, Solana, and here, only in the last 2 weeks, we have had 2 chains gain traction, and these are Blast. It's the new chain by Blur, the marketplace, and then we have Base. This is the new blockchain by Coinbase. So these are 2 new industries where you can position yourself as the expert for that specific space. I know so many people that have exploded out of nowhere, built multi-million-dollar businesses, multi-million-dollar brands entirely off Bitcoin ordinals. From day one up until today, over a year after, they are deeply ingrained, entrenched, and have their roots so deeply built in the ordinals ecosystem that they were able to become the go-to thought leaders in the NFT space. And these people, trust me, are making a lot of money because now they can launch products. Now they can launch NFT collections. And now they have the ability to gain the attention and the trust of the people in the NFT space because they are trusted thought leaders. And this, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to succeed in the NFT space, you need to position yourself as a trusted thought leader. Gone are the days where you could come in as a nobody, launch a half-baked product with a nice branding, and all of a sudden expect the marketplace to reward you with millions of dollars. Gone are the days. Today, you need to become an expert thought leader at everything that you do for you to have even a slight chance of success. So get out there, ladies and gentlemen, use the 3-niche theory, fractionalize this. If we spend 30 minutes together, I can guarantee you that we can explode this into hundreds of different niches that are undertapped or not tapped at all, that you can come in and build your business. So get out there, ladies and gentlemen, build your business, do the hard work, do what needs to be done, and it's a matter of time until the market rewards you because of your positioning. My name is Leon Aboud, and it was an absolute pleasure sharing this time with you today. I can't wait to see you in the very next video. Cheers.